We're going to do some work with some more packaging, just like we did with the chocolate problem that we just did. Okay? So we are an eco-friendly school and we are a healthy school, right? Those are two of the initiatives that we have at our school. As a healthy school, you guys get lovely fresh fruit delivered to your classroom every day, right? So that you guys can have a healthy snack. One of those fruits that we get every week is apples. So the apples are packaged in boxes when they come to us. And they're packaged on these. Why do you think they might use these? Erin?
So they don't get bruised while they're getting shipped off?
Because it's like indented a little bit into the thing, so then it won't roll out and then all over the box.
Okay. So it's important that they don't just throw all the apples into the box, right? Just like you said. Okay. Heather?
Because it's recyclable?
Yes, it is a recyclable material. And we want to make sure that as an eco school, we are working with different stores or organizations that are thinking about being eco-friendly. So we get our apples delivered to us in a box like this on one of these. But I'm wondering if we can think about packaging our apples inside of a box. Now this box doesn't have a lid, but it would need a lid. Okay, so we'd have to consider the lid as well, even though it's not here today. Maybe in rows and columns and layers so that we use the least amount of packaging possible. And we're thinking about the amount of cardboard that we need to cover these layers. So if we have 2 layers, how much cardboard are we going to need to cover that side?
We have to fit 24 apples in a box, and we have to try and find the least amount of wrapping.
Okay.
So we're being eco-friendly.
Good. So 24 apples. Okay.
Draw like shape, rectangle, and then 47. That's 47 too.
Oh yeah.
And do
Then we have to measure the top.
side.
We'd only need. Then if we layered it,
It'd be double that.
yeah.
If we layered it, it'd be double. So we can make
It wouldn't
a
be
total.
double because then we
Make
have
a total
to.
out of it.
Oh yeah, we just need to like find out how big these two are. Like just be like
Yeah.
this.
Do you guys want to tell me a little bit about what you're working on?
Well, we measured the sides.
Side.
The sides and like the top. And we got 47 centimeters on the sides,
On the sides and
and then 15 centimeters across.
And we were gonna layer it. Double
Like
layer
put that layer on top.
because this would be 24. Because if that big one was 24, then this would be 24.
I know, but this is going to be one of the
So if we had like 2 apples, we could like place them here and then measure the depth of the box.
Okay. What if we just wanted to think about all the different ways we could just package those 24
We could do it in layers.
Layers like that one big one. Like
Yes.
and
Or we
you
could do it like
like
that.
cut it.
We also figured out different combinations we could use. Like 4 and 6 and 8 times 3 and then 2 and 6. We were working on different
Do you want
combinations.
to tell me a little bit about some of these?
Alright. Like this could have like 6 going down and then 4 across. Like 6 units and then 4 units across, and then we were like looking at my agenda because it has timetables at the back. So we were looking, and then we saw the ones that got 24 and we highlighted them. So that would be 8 down, 3 across, and then 6 down and 2 across.
So how much packaging would it take to wrap that?
Like this one.
Like if we like did this kind of, it would. This would kind of be like the chocolate bar, or like the apple package for this one, like the first
For which
layer.
one?
This one, like the first layer, and we have to like
This. So you're telling me that this would be the same as this?
yeah, like it'd be 6 apples. Wait,
So we have 6 units by,
We're rearranging. We got 7.
we got 7. We had 7.
Yeah.
and how many units wide is that box?
2.
Yeah, 2 units wide and then 6 in
How many units do you have here in your model?
Oh, that's
3.
Model 16. There.
There.
Okay, so how are we going to figure out how much packaging it's going to take to wrap this?
Stacked because this is only 12 and it's not 24.
Do you need to build another one of those?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
So can you figure out if you would need more or less packaging for this or this? Can you do that for me?
yeah.
And then I'm going to come back and check.
Okay.
Okay. Maybe show me a little bit about what you're working on.
We've made our 4 options here, and me and Adam were stuck in between these 2, and then we decided that this one was the least amount, because if you look at it, and if this was the back of the truck, like this was the truck,
with the back of the truck.
then if you look at this one, it would look like it'd take up less room than having it stacked up like this, like that in the truck.
But how do you know? How are you going to prove that to your classmates that your first arrangement or your second arrangement takes more or less packaging?
Because by looking at it, it looks like it's less cardboard, but it's the same. But but this one takes up less room than having it stacked up.
Are your classmates going to accept it looks like it as acceptable mathematical proof? Is there a way we could prove it to them? Could we use math to prove it to them?
I think we can.
Okay, what would we do?
I guess we probably need to have that conversation.
Well, if we wanted to find out how much cardboard it's going to take to wrap this box, let's focus on that box. How many units would it take to wrap that side, to cover that side for a box? Let's say that's the lid.
12.
How did you know that?
Because the first layer's 12. Like there's 6 on that side and 6 on that side, so that's the first layer. And then like what we talked about, that's the second layer, which is another 12. Then another 12. And then the other 12. And then 4 and 4.
So how many units of cardboard would it take altogether to wrap that,
I guess.
those apples?
So it'd be 24. Wait, 12 and 12 is 24. And then another
How many
12
12s did you have?
4. 12 and 12. Wait, the 12, the 2 12s on this side, and then the other 12s on this side.
So how many 12s was that?
4. Because there's 1 12 here, and there's another 12, another 12, and another 12. And then the 2 4s.
And then the 2 4s on the sides.
So how much packaging would that be altogether? Could we do some thinking on our paper that might...
Yeah, yes. Get to work. Okay. Yeah, this. And 12 is 24. No. Why'd you do that? So 12 and 12 is
2, 4, 6, 8.
so 8. 48.
And so it would be 48 for right here.
So that's only, but what about the 2 ends? So now 48, then you have to add the other 8.
And then that would be 5. So it would be 56 centimeters for the packaging for that box.
Or units, right?
Yeah.
We haven't determined whether it's centimeters, but so could we use that information to help prove whether or not you think the other arrangement?
So if we take this one and go the 12.
That's 4.
Okay, I'm going to leave you guys with that thinking. Okay?
4 plus 4 plus 4 equals 12. That's 12. 12. Oh, that's 12 and 12.
Yeah, 12
And
and
then
12.
that's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 8. 8.
8, and 6 and 6.
So add 12 and 12.
Well, what did you want to do?
I want to do 4 layers and there's 6 in it.
You mean 6 by 4?
6 layers.
Yeah, that's it.
Oops.
6 layers?
Yeah.
I messed that up. Okay. 6 layers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And then there has to be 4 in each.
So then by 4?
Yeah.
But then you would have to like reach to the bottom to get the bottom apple.
True.
I think we should do it that way.
So what are you guys thinking about?
Well, Kate wanted to do it like 4 squares and then 6 layers. But I wanted to do 6 apples but 4 layers. So then it's not like a giant box. It's just like
Really wide.
it's like wider. But hers would be like so tall that you would have to like reach way down to get to the bottom apples. So
But apples are like that big, so it wouldn't
still.
be that deep.
Well, when we unpackage the apples for Breakfast Club or for our snack bins, we're gonna pull them out the layers, right? Because what are we trying to find here?
the least amount of packaging.
Right. So we've got 2 ideas, but we need to find out which of those ideas is going to give us our objective, right?
So that would work out fine. And then this one be 1 and 4, 2 and 8, 3 and
12.
12, 4 and 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 5 and
20.
20, and then 6 and 24. So they both work, so what should we do?
Do you understand what I did? I added 16 plus 12, which got 28, and I added 24 and got 52.
Okay, so for here, I kind of took apart my block because I was trying to build another one. But I had, it was 6 by 2. So, by 2. So I added, yeah. And I got 12. So then I times it by 4 because there was 4 sides. I got 48, and then added the 8 for this because it was 2 by 2, and got 56 because there was 2 sides. And now I'm trying to build a square, but it didn't work because we didn't have an extra cube.
Don't erase your mistakes because then you'll build off it. Like you'll say, oh, I already did this and I know that's not wrong, so I have to try something different.
Yeah, like kind of like if you started off and you're like, oh wait, no, that's wrong because of the ending part, then you're kind of just like, instead of crossing it out, you'll leave it there and then you'll start again and then you'll notice I don't need to do this again because this part of it, of my mistake was right and it was only this part that was wrong, so then you can just take from that.